part one of the Springs video. I'm here with my friend Felicia. Our first time we ever hung out was at the Springs, but not this one. You'll see that one later. This one is Kelly Park, also known as Rock Springs. It's about 30 minutes from Disney. Let's go check it out. So this is our second Springs location. I'm trying to choose springs that are at least 30 minutes from Orlando. And this is a spring location I have been to before. This is my second time here. It's called Wikiwah Springs. W-E-K-I-W-A. They actually have a hiking trail here. Not a lot of people here at all. I think it's because all the weather apps say it's cloudy, but look at this. Nothing. The water is about 72 degrees year round. So I came by myself. I'm meeting some friends here. So when you come by yourself, it is only $4 for parking. Up to 8 people in the vehicle is $6 for parking. They have a little nature center here. I guess they do classes or something. Here's some tracks and scat. Some skulls. Oh, Gatorland has something here, but I don't see anything in there. They have the pressed penny machine here. That's cute. So do not feed the wildlife. Any park you go to, that is definite no-no. River otter is huge. Look at this cute little guy. This is something I do not want to see when I come to the Springs. But it's possible with the hiking trail. So I parked over in that direction. I'm just walking down this way. And this is where you can rent all of your supplies. Canoes, I think you can rent tubes here as well. And they have a snack bar here. It turns out you cannot rent tubes, but you can buy tubes. So I bought one. It was only like $7, but they have some for $5 as well. The seating area is nice under all these trees. No alcohol, but I'm a rebel. I may have brought some. And the springs. Beautiful. All right. Going to get lightheaded now. But it is such a nice day. I can't wait to get in that water. So this side is the swimming side, and then just over that bridge is where you can canoe. So just to give you a better look, you can rent the kayaks and canoes over here. They have a nice trail you can go down. No swimming past this point because there could be gators. So keep that in mind. I was gonna take the GoPro out, but the fish aren't really big and impressive to film. So here's a view from the top. Yeah, it's a busy day. If you're like me and want less people and less noise, I would say not to come on the weekends. I like to come on like the middle of the week. Those are usually the days I get off, but I magically got off this weekend and all my friends were off too. So we plan to go today, but yeah, lots of people. Hello from our last spot on our tour of the Florida Springs, and we are at the last spring, which is Blue Springs. It's the farthest out. It's about an hour away from Orlando. You actually stop by or pass by Mount Dora, which is the first place I ever did a Florida series video for. I'll link that here in one of these corners. But yeah, this place is special because number one, it was my first springs I ever visited. Number two, they actually have manatees here that you can see and swim with. They have these signs here, which is like a little early history of the springs. Beautiful artwork here. They've been around for a long time, as you can tell. Had some freeze damage in 1895. Let's go see if we can see some manatees. It's not that cold out and they prefer the colder weather, so let's see if we can see any. So the parking area is right over this area, and you can walk through, and there is the general store where they sell all the floats, and then it immediately goes into the springs. So that is the entrance for the springs there. And now I'm gonna see if I can take us over. You can also do kayaking and canoeing here, and there's some campsites, which most springs have campsites that you can camp out at. One thing you'll notice at Blue Springs is this house, and they actually do tours here, but this house has been here since 1872. The first white settlers to make their home here along the St. Johns River. So they do tours here. I don't know if they have any going on today. I've never actually gotten to do one, but it is a beautiful house. I'm not seeing any of the manatees, but there is this really pretty one right here. Very cute. I think I picked the wrong Monday to come because I'm pretty sure this is the last Monday that kids have off before going back to school. So it's pretty busy here. The park's only been open for an hour, but lots of people here. I'm debating swimming or not. I don't even see any manatees, but it's nice to still be here. It's a beautiful day out. A lot of people are out on their kayaks and enjoying this area. This is the St. Johns River, so you're not able to fish or swim here, as you can see. And this is some of the kinds of fish that you might see while you're here. Very cool. And I'm sure you can see it down there, but there is a cafe right over there and a playground right there. So if your kids get tired of swimming and want to get out energy in another way, they've got some swings and slides and nice little playground over there for your kids. Just doing some reading, and now I know why we're not seeing any manatees. They make this their home during the winter. More than 200 of them come here. The water is 72 degrees, so it's very cool all year round. And they also look like they do Segway tours here as well. So you kind of got like several different kinds of tours you can take while you are here at Blue Springs. Most of the springs have trails, like walking trails, so I'm gonna go check out the trail first before getting in the water. I'm not ready for any cold water just yet. Some of the don'ts: do not feed any wildlife that may approach you. We saw that raccoon at the last springs, so yeah, just keep an eye out for any wildlife. These are natural areas. Nature is around. Obviously, there's going to be some wildlife around too, so just keep your distance. I came here alone today, so if you travel alone, parking is only $4. However, if you have a group, like 2 to 8 people, I believe it is only $6 for parking. So very affordable to come out and visit the springs. This trail also splits off to the entry for tubing. So you can go right down this way and get in the water this way as well. You can see how clear that water is. It's like a perfect crystal green color. Very pretty. Stay on the boardwalk because it looks like if you try to go out here, the ground might crumble. So don't really want that happening. And then this kind of shows you what the springs look like, what we cannot see. And it looks like this is where the trail ends. Not a very long walking trail compared to some others I've done. And you get this giant stump right here. Haven't seen any creepy crawlies, just some spider webs. But you do get a great view of the springs from up here. And this is what this entrance looks like. This is the closest to the parking area of how to get into these springs. There's steps down, so it's a little easier to get inside. And swimming with the manatees are not allowed. So if there are manatees that are past that buoy point, you are not allowed to get into the water with them. But now we know that's more in the winter months, so don't have to worry about that too much. If you forget to bring swimming equipment like masks, snorkels, or swim tubes, or anything like that, they do have that stuff here. Usually at most springs they have like a gift shop that you can buy that stuff at. But they also have lockers, which is convenient. If you're worried about keeping your stuff out, you can just lock it away and not have to worry about that. Looks like the drinks are $2 in the vending machine. And then over here, they have like a deli with the obvious food, hot dog sandwiches, ice cream. So yeah, don't have to worry about finding a spot to eat. You have it all right here. And the springs have tons of camp-like areas, tons of picnic benches. So if you want to bring a cooler and have like a full-on fledged lunch, bring your stuff yourself, that is also allowed. And the parking lot is pretty small, so once this place fills up, which it's getting close to now, they will close the springs, and that's for any springs in Florida. Once it's full, they will close it off. So to recap, if you are visiting the springs, you're gonna bring the obvious stuff that you would bring to the beach or the pool, like your towels, your chairs, any tubes that you wanna use. If you have kids with you, like any safety floaties that they would wear in the water. Yeah, anything that you would bring. Sunscreen, of course, water, snacks, but also you want to bring swim shoes. Like a lot of the rocks in these springs have algae on them, which makes them very slippery. So bringing those water shoes, which you can find for really cheap on Amazon, really does help you out, and that's not something a lot of people use. So I definitely want to mention that for anybody thinking to visit any of the Florida springs. Please leave me a comment down below if you have been to any of these springs, or even maybe a different springs here in Florida, which one you like to visit. And if you haven't, if you have any back home, like where you live, maybe you have some cool springs or something similar. If you're living up north, maybe you got some cool lakes that you go and swim in. So leave me a comment down below of your favorite one that you visit. And also check out my other Florida series. I've visited Mount Dora, which I mentioned, and we've also gone to Jacksonville Beach, and we've visited, the next one's going to be at St. Petersburg, which I've already filmed, and I still have the bug bites from, so you'll hear all about that visit in next month's video. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.